Hey guys, it's Kylie with Kiwibox.com and we're sitting with R&B singer Algebra Blessett. What's going on?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, your debut album Purpose came out in February, but long before that you've been singing, you sang backup for artists like Monica and Bilal. How does it feel to be out on your own now?
It feels the same, I guess, because I've always just loved singing so much. It's the only difference is you're in the front and not, I still think background singing is way harder.
Did you feel like you were being held back at all by singing background?
Not at all, not at all. I'll still do it now if the right person calls, It helps me to be able to, it helps with the ear training and, the discipline.
How old were you when you went to a performing arts school?
Ninth grade. I started 9th through 12th grade.
What did being in that environment do for you as an artist?
It did more for me as a person. So you're exposed to different people, foreign people, different languages, different ways of style, different ways of carrying out your day. So it was just totally a lot of cultures,
Right.
You're introduced to in performing arts school.
You also performed as a solo artist in Atlanta.
Yeah.
How did that, you used to do a lot of open mics. Did you feel like you were part of any scene in Atlanta?
I don't think I was, but come to find out I was. I thought I was just doing something that I love to do, but I ended up being a part of, there's a place called Apache in Atlanta. And it's
Apache?
Apache.
Apache.
Yeah, and it used to be called Yin Yang. And a lot of artists would go there and do cover songs and stuff. But I would always go and do my own songs because I had a problem with memorizing other people's songs. So I started learning the guitar, and that was the very first place that I performed with the guitar.
Tell me a little bit about your first single, Run and Hide, which was produced by Kwame.
Yes.
Right? It
Yes.
has a little sultry, sexy vibe to it. What's behind that?
Well, Kwame is he's a hip hop head all day. He was a rapper back in the day, still producing and I'm doing lyrics now. And he gave me the track, and when I listened to it, it just had a very laid back vibe to it. So I wanted to write something very dear to me, Run and Hide, which is about, I guess I would call it self-love, but kind of looking for something in all the wrong places and then finding out later on that you have it all the time.
Tell me a little bit about your video. Your second video you just shot, You Do It For Me. Was that a little less stressful than the first video?
That was probably the very first, it was like a movie set, because it took 2 days for You Do It For Me. We did a lot of green screen. We were up at 4 o'clock in the morning with the bed in the center of downtown LA. And then the second video for Run and Hide, we did it in a day, in a matter of maybe 13, 14 hours. So both of them were two different experiences, and I love them both.
Well, you said you also play guitar, which you taught yourself. And in the video, Run and Hide, it shows you playing violin and drums. Do you play other instruments?
I cannot play violin to save my life, no.
So what instrument do you primarily write your songs on?
My voice, an ink pen, and a piece of paper. I have a song that's probably taken me a year to write, 2 years, and then sometimes the songs will come immediately right when I'm in the studio.
You covered Nina Simone's Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Why did you choose to do that song?
That song was done originally by the Animals, and the words, I think if I was in another place, I would have wrote that song. Like, that song is so mean, as it is to everybody else, sometimes when you meet people, you're meeting their representative.
Right.
And they'll immediately think that you're one way and you're really another way, but they never got the chance to figure it out or to just be patient. So that song means a lot to me because I just relate to it so much.
Well, looking at you now, let me see the nails really quickly. A lot of bracelets, colorful. It seems that you have a very unique sense of style. Where does this sense of style come from?
My mother always said, wear what you want to wear.
And that's what you've done?
Yeah.
Any embarrassing pictures when you were a kid that you put together?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hope you never see those.
Well, what can we expect to hear from you in the future? Any tours? What's going on?
A lot of dates coming up, a lot of spot dates. Hopefully going out of the country soon, not sure where. Shows that are coming up. Haven't landed a tour yet, but I'll probably put on like a acoustic tour where it's just me, guitar, and a couple of singers.
Okay.
Something real low-key. Hey y'all, this is Algebra, and you're watching Kiwibox.com.